It takes me 3 months rent to pay my property tax. Come on, people, we can't live. You gotta live by your means. We can't keep praising these things, and now you want to put a shelter over here. Come on, you gotta have a lot of these big buildings up. You're not doing justice for these people and integrating them all among themselves. What do they do for jobs or for work? You need to put them into the community where these, maybe put some in each big building that's going up there and provide them some jobs and train them to be maintenance people or do repairs around these buildings and get them off the road. They need to work, not just to find a place for a home. With no work, you're going to have more homeless. Come on, you're tackling the wrong issue at the wrong area. Thank you.
I live within 1 block of this shelter. You've spoken to us about compassion, and I'm asking for your compassion. I am the type of person that is 1 month away from being in a homeless shelter. Now that makes it sound like I am for this shelter. I am not. And let me tell you why. This is the wrong location for the shelter, excuse me. I struggle every day to find resources that are close to me. Every day, I live with the possibility of walking down the street and being unsafe in my own neighborhood. I have to take 2 buses or a Lyft bus to get anywhere I need to go. Some days, it takes me 5 hours to get something as simple as a gallon of milk. This is not a good area for this resource. A Lyft bus, this is supposed to be for everybody. This is supposed to be for the disabled. How is this safe in this neighborhood? I cannot cross a street in this neighborhood except for on 64th where there is one audible crossing, okay? It's not safe for me there. What about somebody in a wheelchair that cannot get on a public city bus because they are not able to push themselves onto the bus? Let alone 2 buses to get to any of the resources that you've all listed as easy access. It's not. I live it every single day. Every single day. We are compassionate. We love this neighborhood. We are compassionate for our children, and we are compassionate for our disabled, and we deserve to be heard too. We want a safe neighborhood for everybody, and there's too many issues that have not been addressed. The resources are not there as you say they are.
Thank you, neighbors, for coming out and voicing your concerns, for posing questions to our panel. Our time has come to a prompt end. So let me remind you that staffers are going to remain. So they are going to identify themselves so that you can continue this conversation. You can walk up to them and ask them more questions. We are going to excuse the panel. Okay, the chair before says she's going to stay. Mr. Mayor says he's going to stay. So would you like us to continue to facilitate, or you want individuals? Okay. So Mr. Mayor and the rest of the panel has said they are willing to stay seated and entertain more questions. So I'll take a question from this side, sir.
My name is Justin. I live in this neighborhood. I own a home in this neighborhood. I own a business in this neighborhood. I have kids that go to school in this neighborhood. Obviously, I think the location is terrible in proximity to the schools. I agree that there's a problem and we have to have a solution. I think this is the wrong way to approach it. I've talked to several other business owners who have already given the notice, given the assumption correctly, it seems, that it's already been decided. That they're already renegotiating their leases. They're not negotiating long-term leases. They're negotiating short-term leases because their plan is to top tail, because they've done the research and they've seen the outcomes in other neighborhoods, like this gentleman spoke up. And communities are driven through commerce. We're just now, Foster is just now starting. There's small businesses popping up all around the street. We have a great business association community and relationship with all of our customers and the people that frequent those establishments. we've all been hoping, some of us, a lot of us have been hoping for the streetscape that's been in the works for so long to bring even more business and even more positivity to this community. And this decision flies in the face of 16 years in the making for that, and we're on the edge of that, and we have business owners willing to renegotiate their leases. I'm sorry, that's counterproductive, and it's the wrong space, and this is gonna have, I mean, the immediate, it's gonna have negative repercussions on this community, unfortunately. I'm sorry, this is right idea, wrong location.
Hey, Peterson, this is Brandon from the Brentwood Darlington Community Watch Group. Thanks for coming out tonight and having some honest candor with us. Most importantly, in my sight, I see that there's definitely going to be an uptick in some sort of crime element that comes into this neighborhood, and that concerns all of us. I mean, I've personally been dealing with this situation down in Brentwood Darlington for several months, and to the best of my ability and to the best of my in the trenches view on things, that without having some advanced enforcement agreement with the East Precinct, you're going to see tragic things happen in the immediate vicinity of this area. And the only way I see this loosening up is to have, the county, of course, is going to need to take on the mantle of fully funding the DA, giving them the tools they need to prosecute property crimes like part of the really more people involved in the neighborhood response team. If you can't get those guys staffed up, the small fraction of people that staff that part of our police force, they are stretched beyond them. And in order for us to be able to effectively handle this, and I'm more than willing to help quell crime in my community, but I don't see the level of organization in Mount Scott Arleta that needs to happen for them. They're going to get blindsided by this, whatever it is. So the people out there that live in the immediate vicinity,
The DA's office actually gets paid through the state, not the county.
And have your eyes on what's happening out there, because that's the only way you're going to be able to save yourself at this point, because it's a foregone conclusion that it's going to happen. Well, I mean, according to them it is, so I would just recommend that people seriously think about, keeping your eyes on the street and, becoming aware that you have more power in the situation than you give yourself credit for. Thanks.
There's a better solution.
Hi, my
That
name is
is,
Hannah Edlison, and
bring
I'm
in some
the
Greyhound
commissary
buses
kitchen program manager
and
at
load all the
Mercado.
people that came up here and bought
And,
houses and ship their ass right on back.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak. I'm really grateful to see our administration being proactive on such a very sad epidemic that is happening in Portland. On behalf of our organization, of the Portland Mercado and of Hacienda, down the road, we are in full support of this process. Also, I do live in this neighborhood. I was looking over some of the statistics, and they're very sad. Somebody who is 78 years old died on the street. There should never be anybody of that age. I personally grew up upper middle class American. These are humans who are not any different than you or I, and that gentleman who was speaking, any of us could be homeless. And thank God that shelter would be there for us. And also, as a thriving business community, those humans can be employed, and it's actually a wonderful opportunity of community connection and empowerment. I have people coming to our doors all of the time to ask, I want to be a part of the neighborhood, and you're here, and I love your organization so much. How can I be involved? And people are there wanting to be of help in that way. I realized I sidetracked from the point that I wanted to say about my mother eats from food boxes. I grew up in an upper middle class family. I did not ever think that would be my life, that my mother would be hospitalized from not being able to eat. She is a good human, much like other many good humans. I work with many people who are recovering from addiction and who have been homeless. And I have 5 seconds, and not having a home and being cold, I cannot even imagine. It would be a struggle to come back from that, and just having a roof over your head, being connected to services and a community that can uplift and uphold each other is a blessing and a privilege. And I am grateful for the opportunity.
calling and attendance. Thank you again for your patience and for your participation. We will have a hard stop at 8:30, so we will continue our questions.
Hello, I'm a resident in the immediate area. I share many of the concerns expressed here tonight. I believe the community wants to support the houseless. However, many of us are concerned with the programmatic issues and populations that will be served at this proposed location. We would like to partner with you, be involved in the decision-making process, and explore multiple humane housing alternative options suited to individual needs. I have loved ones who live in group homes and live in shelters and are very sensitive to this issue. I believe there are multiple safer housing opportunities that can be utilized for various people in need while considering the surrounding neighborhood. One major concern for me is that Commissioner Peterson's website indicates he will be queuing people from the downtown transition projects, and the shelter will not screen for backgrounds or warrants. I think the focus should be on relieving and securing our own neighborhood. I hope that you can find another way to queue people into shelters wherever it happens to be via local services and utilize a screening process appropriate for each location. Service should be present to help place individuals in appropriate humane housing when police sweep camps. I am very concerned that because this proposal is a permanent low barrier shelter that won't do background checks, some residents there will have high risk legal backgrounds housed in close proximity to schools in our residential neighborhood with alleyways, especially because our area is already underserved by police. Many people on my block are reporting an escalation in crime. I've already had 2 break-in attempts while at home at night in 2 months. Women on either side of me have had their doors kicked in. One of them was burglarized and moved out the following day. We have people regularly coming through our streets at night trying door handles on cars, and sometimes they come even further up into our properties. An officer from East Precinct explained to me that this area is experiencing a major uptick in crime and drugs, and unfortunately, they cannot increase patrols due to staffing. He said Portland police have not increased their staffing since the early 90s, despite an increase in crime and population.
Yeah, we have some more on this side. This gentleman's been waiting.
Hi, my name's Craig Rogers, and I live just down the road, so a lot of what you might be looking at, I've already experienced. Last summer, my neighborhood was under siege, and I live by the East Portland Community Center, so we really needed help. So I sent an email to your spokesperson, July 25th. Before I hit the hay, I think I should tell you this. There's a guy named George who walks around the track next to my house. About 4 months ago, we started taking walks on the hillside bordering the south side of Floyd Light Middle School. The police, park ranger, etc. clear out the homeless on occasion after I make maps, etc. The camps in the park and school property. Lately, they are bringing fires in the woods. I have pictures of that. Of course, they leave huge piles of waste behind, always needles and condoms and mail, lots of it from surrounding houses. Lately, we have been a witness to violence taking place between a homeless couple. He hits her upside the head with his elbow and she flies through the air and down. That was 2 weeks ago. 2 days ago, they came back and George and I came across her. She's pretty well beat up with a bloody nose. I will not walk up there by myself. I used to be a place where families could take a walk in the woods. The homeless over time have cut down a lot of the trees to make their camps. My question to you and Ted, do you care about this on any level? You both know that this has all been going on for some time, and yet all that Ted says is, it's all over. So I still have something I want to say here, is that when standards fall, trust is right behind.
So I think everyone's,
Yes, we have a person who's standing in line now.
I think everyone's pointed out how horrible this location is, how close it is to children. How are you people up there, going to justify it when something happens to an innocent child? Mayor Wheeler, I hope at the end of this you acknowledge that this is a risk. It's not worth taking. And I know that you're not asking, but we're telling you, no. Standard. I got standard. This committee and all the other neighborhoods. This committee and another neighborhood.
They'll be able to respond in a moment. We want to hear all of the questions, please. So,
They didn't answer that question.
would you like to take a moment? It has to be really brief though, so we can hear from the rest of our neighbors. No, they're trying to decide if they want to answer. So we're gonna take the next question, please. So give him time to think about it. He's going to, this gentleman has a question as well. All right? So let's let